Gotta let me show ya. Nigeria, Bioko Island, Liberia, I wanna know ya. Cameroon, Guinea-Bissau, Sierra Leone. Gotta let me show ya. Nigeria, Bioko Island, Liberia, I wanna know ya. Let it all hang out. DNA brings the car people out. The artistic, so gifted. African ancestry gets it. Yes, they black owned for the people. In the roots, they will find your sequel. Genetic test in the process, peaceful. Reunite, multiply with your equals. Black scientists, research it. Invest in that time, you're worth it. Experience feels so perfect. Get on the right path to your purpose. No other in the industry like this. Find your link to a tribe, precise kit. The Mende people, Mendenga, Volanta, the house. I wanna know ya. Cameroon, Guinea-Bissau, Sierra Leone. Gotta let me show ya. Nigeria, Bioko Island, Liberia, I wanna know ya. Cameroon, Guinea-Bissau, Sierra Leone. Gotta let me show ya. Nigeria, Bioko Island, Liberia, I wanna know ya. AfricanAncestry.com. The pioneers in genetic tracing for black people. Since 2003, doing what no other in the industry can do. By tracing your DNA to the present day African country, ethnic group, or tribe. What better time than now to find out where you came from? Order your kit today.
Hello everybody. The Balanta, the Hausa, the Temini, the Mendi. How y'all doing today? I am Gina Page, president and co-founder of AfricanAncestry.com, and it's so good to see you guys. I see Monique Brewer in the house. What is this, a sighting or what? Shout out to Monique Brewer, the OG of African Ancestry Trivia. Joseph, I hope you're healing well, Joseph. I see that you said you've had some surgery. I'm sorry to hear that. Karen Dixon in the house. Monique, you missed it. The last broadcast. Karen Dixon is going for your OG title. She was winning all the trivia questions. Ray is here. Layla is here. Hey, Drea, Victoria. Everybody's in the house. Empress. Manuel is here. Leo. Hotep Leo. Lolita. Mabrini. Cheryl. I'm loving it. Tony Smith is here. Mary, of course, is here. Ramona. Gloria. We got Balanta. I'm so happy to see you guys. I is here. Wow. Welcome everybody to African Ancestries Live. I am Gina Page, the president and co-founder of AfricanAncestry.com. And we are the pioneers of genetic ancestry tracing for Black people around the world. Do you hear me? Black people around the world. And we are on a mission. We're on a mission to transform the way we view ourselves as Black people and the way we view Africa. And you all know this. We do it through DNA. We help you find your greatest power by reconnecting you to the source, Mother Africa, to the present day African country and ethnic group that you share ancestry with. You heard it in the theme song, no other in the industry like this. We are the only ones, and we've been doing this for 17 years. Can you believe that? 17 years of helping to transform the Black community. And we are very proud of the legacy that we have built. And you know that I love these lives because you all have come in full effect. You come on YouTube, you come in the AAOC, you come on Facebook, and you represent. I am doing well right now. I'm seeing all these new names. Tukum. I'm going to put my glasses on. Tukum, welcome. Ria. William is standing up for the Mende people. Della is here. Rashida is here. I love it. Welcome, everybody. So you all been following us. You know what's going on. You know what time it is. We have officially launched the Remember Who You Are campaign. Last week, we talked to the executive producer of the Remember Who You Are PSA. And I wanted to show that to you last week. I have it this week, so you get to see it this week. We also talked to the executive producer of the Remember Who You Are Identity Summit. You all look, when I tell you about this summit, I couldn't be more proud or more excited about what we are doing over here at African Ancestry. But before I get into that, shout out to my producer Blair Hardison. We're going to show you the Remember Who You Are PSA because I want you all to get in the same frame of mind that I'm in. I know that most of you are, but just in case you had a hard day, just in case you've been distracted today like me with a million different things you had to do, let's just focus on this PSA so we can all get on the same page, and then we're going to talk about the exciting things that are happening next week.
What if you got your identity back? No weapon formed would prosper. What if this is the moment where you find your greatest power? No, what I'm saying ain't no scheme. All that I speak is true. Over 1,000 people are currently alive in you.
Okay, we're going to start it from the beginning. I want you all to see that video from the beginning. Blair, do we have it from the beginning? Let me see you give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Okay, all right. Well, we'll get back to that. I guess you guys are just supposed to see that video on your own. Every time we try to show you guys that video, it's hilarious. We're going to get there, though. Let me try one more thing. Yeah. So if you go to africanancestry.com/remember, you will be able to see the video, but we're not going to let some technology stop us. We can do this. Here we go. I'm going to share my screen so you can see this, what's going on. So proud of this video, and you all are family, so you know that this happens. There we go. Oh, but I don't know if you can hear it. Can you all put in the comments if you can hear this? I want to make sure you can hear it. All right. When stuff doesn't work, you just gotta pivot. That's all you gotta do. All right. So listen, what I do know works is we are launching the Identity Summit. Let me tell you about the African Ancestry Remember Who You Are Identity Summit. It is the first event ever of its kind. Never before have you gone to an identity summit, certainly not online. And we have pulled together 20 speakers, experts, experts in the fields of psychology, psychiatry, history, economic empowerment, culture, art, travel, science. We got it all. And they're coming to us, to you next week to talk about the impact that these areas have on our identities as Black people. And when I tell you, we got some heavy hitters. And the best thing is, I think all but one of them is an African Ancestry family member. So everything we need is in the family. That's what I've been telling you guys for such a long time. Everything we need is in the family. And so I wanted to do this because I wanted you all to be able to talk about it and drill down deeper into the African ancestry experience. So the way it's going to work is we kick it off on September 21st. On September 21st, we're launching the summit, and I have a co-host. So I'm going to introduce my co-host to you, Mark Thompson, aka Reverend Matsamela Matfumo. And Mark is actually a board member, an advisory board member of AfricanAncestry.com. He is the host of Make It Plain Radio, which is now a podcast. So some of you all may even be part of the family because you've heard me on Mark's show, or you've heard him talking about African ancestry on Make It Plain. And so we're very honored to have Mark with us to shepherd us through this Identity Summit. So the opening session is on Monday, 9/21, September 21st. And we kick that off with our first guest, Dr. Afia and Billy Shaka. And if any of you all were watching Good Morning America today, this morning by chance, then you saw Dr. Afia talking about natural hair and the psychology behind our experiences as they relate to our hair. Well, you all always hear me talk about how we're the original victims of identity theft as Black folks. You hear me talking about how you have to know where you're from in order to understand who you are. Afia is going to break all that down for us. She's going to talk to us about the psychology of identity and the meaning and the significance behind those statements that I make and other things that we talk about in relationship to our identity. Afia is an associate professor at the University of the District of Columbia, and she got her PhD in psychology at Howard University at the age of 26. Very young, 26 years old is when she got her PhD. And as if all the other things she does doesn't take up enough time, she's also a natural hairstylist. I'm not going to tell you everything about her. You got to come to the summit on Monday and hear what she has to say. Now, as we keep going, I got to tell you now that the way to get to the summit is to go to AfricanAncestry.com/summit. AfricanAncestry.com/summit. And Blair is going to put that in the comments for us. That's where it all is going down. You just register, you get to choose it. Listen, I didn't know this, so maybe you all didn't know this, but you get to choose the sessions that you want to follow. Now, I don't know, I'm going to be at all the sessions. I recommend all the sessions, but go in and choose the sessions because you can actually set a reminder. It'll add it to your Google Calendar or your iCal. So just in case you get busy and it's 5:55 and you forgot that you were coming to the summit, your calendar will give you a reminder to get you to tune in. So go to AfricanAncestry.com/summit and sign up, register. It's completely free. It's free, y'all, 100% free. And each session will be available for you to watch for the next 24 hours. So if you happen to miss one or two, you can always make it up in the next 24 hours. Somebody's asking a question. What are you doing with that? Are you able to find? Oh, okay. I don't think that was a question for me. Avanti said, I chose all the sessions. Nice. Okay. So that was day one. Oh, I'm doing an opening session on day one too. Okay. So now day two. Day two is September 22nd. We have two sessions. So the first session is at 6 o'clock. And it's about the effects of post-traumatic slave disorder by Dr. Patricia Newton. Listen, if you all don't know, you need to learn about Dr. Patricia Newton. This sister is one of our elders, one of our scholars, one of our healers, and she breaks it all the way down. I feel like I'm going to say that about every slide. Let me start thinking of some other language. And Matsamela is going to be hosting that conversation with Dr. Newton. And then at 8 o'clock on day two, we have the next session, which is Black History Unmuted. Now, when I tell you we brought heavy hitters to this, we've got Freddie Taylor from Urban Intellectuals. I don't know if you all know about Urban Intellectuals, but he has a humongous following on Facebook, and Freddie has taken the mantle and is leading the charge in reshaping the way we consume Black culture, and teaching, providing tools for us to use to learn about Black history and culture. He sells the Black History flashcards. And I learned something really interesting about Freddie when I was reading his bio. They actually had a partnership with JetBlue. And so if you flew JetBlue through LaGuardia in New York, or the Newark airport, is it LaGuardia or JFK? Whichever one JetBlue flies into, they blew up the flashcards into huge banner sizes. And as you were walking through the JetBlue terminal, you got to learn Black history. That was amazing. And then we have Atlantis Browder. Now, you all know, let's go back one. You all know Atlantis's father, Tony Browder, because he's been a guest of ours many times. They are committed members and very supportive members of the African ancestry family. Well, Atlantis is a powerhouse in her own right. She's an educator, she's an author. She has been traveling to Egypt with her father since she was 7. She is the other half of their father-daughter duo, the only father-daughter excavation team in Kemet. And so the two of them are bringing their educational experience to help us understand how we can learn and teach African Black history to ourselves and to our kids. Cheryl, you have the Black History flashcards. I love that. Ebony said, I'm looking forward to watching these sections afterwards at my own pace. Yes, thank you, Ebony. I think we had to do that because we're all so incredibly busy, and everybody's not going to be able to watch the sessions at 6 or at 8. I get it. I mean, hopefully it's because you're doing some work or you're spending time with your family and not because you're watching television. But whatever it is, as long as you get the information, we're in a learn at your own pace kind of society at this point. So, okay, let's go to day 3. So on day 3, I said 6 and 8. I meant 6 and 7. Day 3, this is when we start talking about legacy wealth and economic empowerment for Black people. And so I have my very dear friend, Dr. Pamela Jolly, and she is going to help us look at our wealth identity. Bet you all never thought about a wealth identity, did you? Well, she has a method based on 16 years of research called the narrow road, and she has a guide for us to legacy wealth. It's a very compelling approach to thinking about what wealth means to you and how you can leave it for future generations. I need to mention that in between our sessions, we have a DJ squad. Yes, we have the Remember Who You Are DJs, and they are going to be spinning beats that help us to inspire us to remember who we are. And so I don't know who's who on which date, but we got DJ Reborn in the house. We've got DJ One Love, and we've got DJ Kemet. So they're going to be bringing it, keeping us hyped up during the break. You know, you might need to go get some water. You might need to take a bathroom break, whatever it is. But the music's going to bring you right back so you won't get distracted. So after Pamela's session, then we're going to be talking to the founders of shopblack.com. So this session is called Bet on Black. And this is going to be a conversation about how can we make Black economic empowerment just something we naturally do, and that it's not a trend, it's not a movement, but it's something that becomes a part of who we are as a community, as the diaspora. And I'm really looking forward to having Chantrell on, along with her husband and co-founder Tony Lawson. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Nikema, for watching our Cape Coast video. Okay, so that's day 3. Day 4, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So then on Thursday, it's a Black Spirit Renaissance, y'all. We have some of the most creative minds in the industry with us to have a panel discussion about the role that art and spirit play in remembering who we are. So Chief Ayanda is a master percussionist. He's got very deep spiritual practice, and he's going to be with us. He's a creator, right? He tells stories through music. Then we've got the director, Awoye Tempo. Now, Awoye is a member of the African ancestry family because she is from Ghana. So she didn't have to take one of our tests to be able to know where she was from. And then, of course, you all know how much I love Sangu Jakam. He's a long time part of the African ancestry family, one of our ambassadors. He is a writer and a director and a writer and an actor. I'm sorry, a playwright and an actor. And so the three of them are working together on a musical production called Sinking Ink, which is going to be off Broadway, but my prediction is that it's Broadway bound. So you definitely want to make sure you go on to heysummit.com and schedule a reminder for this session. Following that session and following whichever DJ is going to be tossing it up for us, we're talking revolution, planting seeds of revolution with Dr. Asantewa Suni Ali. And Mark will be moderating that session with her. Listen, if you all saw our rights episode of the ritual series, then you heard us already planting seeds during that. And so we now have a full out session with Dr. Asantewa to really dig deep into what revolution is and what does a liberation mindset look like, and how can we start to view ourselves, what's our revolutionary identity, if you will. Yes, Awoye is a beautiful name. Cardigan, your dad is from Ghana. Okay, so that makes you part of the African ancestry field, part of the African ancestry family. Okay, let's see what else we got. That's day 4. So now we're talking Fridays, home stretch. You all know Diallo. We're talking about going home, travel, and repatriation. And I keep bringing the heavy hitters. We got Diallo Sumbri, who is the African Ancestry Director of Partnerships. However, Diallo has extensive experience with taking people home to Africa. He also created the African Ancestry Family Reunions. And what you may not know is Diallo is the first ever Ghanaian appointed ambassador for tourism representing the United States. So he is well positioned on the continent within the country of Ghana. And he's going to share a lot of information with Sheree Robinson. Sheree is the co-founder of Tastemakers Africa. And Tastemakers Africa is a platform that is helping us to reconnect, to travel to Africa, but also to engage with African businesses in different cities across the continent. And so thank you so much for putting this on your schedule too. I'm going to look in there and see that you guys have scheduled all of these, because if you had any questions about traveling to Africa, if you've been thinking about it, if you've been fearing it, if you've gone, if you want to repatriate and you have questions, that's all going to be addressed here during the going home session. And then, you know what's next, right? A DJ. And then after the DJ, we're talking about Black is Beautiful. You all know that we don't even need a summit session for that, do we? But here's what how we're going to be addressing this. Anika Hobbs, who is the creator and founder of nubianhuman.com, and Ashley Company, who is the founder of Jelani Women Travel. And you guys saw Ashley on with us during the Adorn segment of the Ritual series. They're going to be talking to us and giving us ideas about how we can incorporate ancestry into our lifestyle. Everybody doesn't want to wear hair wrap. Everybody doesn't want to wear Ankara clothing. Sometimes people are a little scared about, is this cultural appropriation? Is it okay if I wear this type of bead? Does it have some other significance that I'm not aware of that might be disrespectful if I wear it just casually? But what can we do besides wearing our ancestry? What are the other ways we can incorporate it? Ashley and Anika are going to give us some really, really good ideas. Shout out to Victoria, who said, I think I scheduled them all. Yes, Sheree is an amazing leader connecting Africans across the diaspora. She absolutely is. So Cardigan wants to know, are sessions recorded during the summit? Great question, Cardigan. So the sessions will be available for 24 hours after they air. So if you're watching a session at 6 o'clock on Tuesday, it'll be available until 6 o'clock on Wednesday. However, we are offering a Genius Class Pass. So we thought about calling these master classes, but then we realized there's a little something in there about master when we're talking about Black identity that we were like, can we come up with something different? And everybody on this summit is a genius. And so we have a Genius Class Pass, which I'll talk about in a little more detail later, but it's all the sessions, the entire summit recorded. And so you can purchase the Genius Class Pass in advance. If you purchase it now, it's only $29. And that we just did that to help offset the cost of producing this event. Have I mentioned that right now we have over 7,000 people registered? 7,000 people. I'm going to be honest with you all. We've never done anything like this before. I told you it's the first of its kind. I didn't know what to expect. I was like, well, let's be aggressive and think we'll get 2,000 people to register. It's just Wednesday, the Wednesday before, 5 days away from the start of the summit, and we already have over 7,000 registrants. So you're going to be in very good company. This is information that people want. It's information that people have been asking us for, and so we are bringing it to you today. And so the Genius Class Pass is $29 until Monday. Once the summit starts, then it's going to be $49. The price goes up. And then after the session ends, it's going to be $79. So if you think that you're interested in having this into perpetuity, your best bet, the best deal is to get it now. Okay, so now let's go to day 6. That's the last day. We saved the best for last. You all know this dude right here, Dr. Rick Kittles, co-founder and chief scientific officer of AfricanAncestry.com, and Dr. Altavis Ewing. They are going to be with us on Saturday. That session does not start at 6 o'clock. That's a typo. That session starts at, I think it starts at 2 p.m. now. We were going to do it at noon, but we're going to be doing it, I'm pretty sure, at 2 p.m. But you look at the schedule and you'll get you'll set the calendar alert. You can see the actual details on the summit page. They're going to be talking about understanding and owning your genetic identity. How many times have you heard people say, I don't want to give my DNA. I don't know what people are going to do with my DNA. I hear it at least twice a day. Well, Dr. Kittles and Dr. Ewing are going to be discussing all of this. They're going to be discussing the historical experiences that have caused this very warranted distrust of medical and research establishments as it relates to Black people's DNA. But they're also going to be talking about why we do need to start building trust or continue to build trust. Who are the types of organizations that we can trust? And what are the outcomes that are and their value that make it worth it for us to change our mindsets and begin to trust the right organizations? And so that's going to happen on day 5. And then we wrap it up. We're wrapping it up in a very special way, though. We're wrapping it up with a reveal. And so Chantrell Lewis, who you will have seen on day 2, I think it is, she's going to be getting her ancestry results. So we're going to be doing a big reveal. Me and Rick, and maybe even Mark might get in on it to help Chantrell find out where she's from. So I really want to see you guys there. Wherever she ends up being from, we need you guys in the comments. We need you in the chat, supporting her, welcoming her. Let those 7,000 people know who the African ancestry family is. That's all I'm saying. Let them show them who we are. Okay, let's see. I want to make sure. Can you get the $30 deal on Friday? Yes, Jay Morris. The Genius Class Pass will be $29 until next Monday. Okay, Betty says, I just received my kit and wondering if I can upgrade to the bundle. You absolutely can, Betty. I don't know if you called and spoke to Kelly, but we are, matter of fact, after this broadcast is over, we're going to be adding an upgrade link. So if you've already purchased the test, but you want to have the bundle instead, you can click on upgrade and you'll be able to get that for the difference. In fact, Betty, if you wouldn't mind DMing us here, or let's see, you're on Facebook, sending us a DM on Facebook and letting us know your email address, I'll make sure that you specifically are emailed the upgrade link. Okay, let's see. Hey, we got PC Howard in the house. You're not late. You're right on time. You can't be late, girl. Representing for the people of Salone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We just went through the Identity Summit schedule. And again, you guys can go to africanancestry.com/summit to okay, that wasn't what I wanted. To get that, to get registered, let's get that number. I'm really wondering how many people we can get on here. So we have capacity for 20,000 people. I would love to see if we could get to 10,000. Have you all been sharing it out to your friends and family? That would be great if you could share it to your friends and family and help us get to 10,000. Oh, if we could educate 10,000 people in a week, woo! Now that is some power for you. That right there is finding your greatest power. Okay, I just want to show you one more thing. So this is what we have a Remember Who You Are collection. And so for those of you who've been wondering, like, how do I get a class pass? How do I get a Genius Pass? You can go online to African Ancestry, shop.africanancestry.com, and click on the Remember Who You Are collection. And you'll see that if you just want the class pass, just get the Genius Class Pass, that is the replay of the summit, then you would go here, click on this, or you can get it over on africanancestry.com/summit. The other option is a bundle, which a lot of you have gotten for $69. And so this one is the Genius Class Bundle. It's got a Remember Who You Are journal just for this. This journal is not for sale on our website. We created this just for the summit. It's got a Remember Who You Are t-shirt, and then you also get the replay. Now, I want to be very clear, you guys. You will not get the replay until after the summit is over. There is no replay until after the summit is over. Once the summit is over, you will receive an email with a link for how you can download the replay and watch it at your convenience, like I think it was Cardigan said that they were going to do. And then this is for people who've already had the test. You got enough tests. You feel good with what you know about your ancestry. But what if you haven't taken the test yet, like Betty? What if you want all of this plus the test? Well, you can click the Identity Summit Genius Class Bundle plus Test Kit. And so this is where you'll decide, you'll have to choose what size t-shirt you want, but you'll also get to choose which test kit you want. And so the price for this today is $339. And so these are special prices for all of you who have registered early, all of you who are in the know, who get on board, want to get on board. Let's say you're not interested in you're not a journaler, you have enough t-shirts, you don't want the replay, you just want the test. Hey, I'm down with that too. And so you can order a test kit from this page too. And so this is what we have in store. This is what we've been cooking up for you all um, over the past several months. And we have an amazing team behind this, as you met some of them yesterday or last week, an amazing team of producers and graphic artists and editors and all kinds of people that are giving it their all so that we can all have a great experience. So I'm just curious, is there any one session that stood out to anybody? Is there some session where you're like, I cannot miss this session at any cost? I'd be curious to see um, what you're thinking. Derek says we're going to get to 20,000. Thank you for sharing, everybody. Thank you for sharing to your group, sharing on your page. Thank you, Latasha. Hey, Latasha. I'm just curious which ones you think is going to be the best attended session. And you know what we're going to have? We're going to have, you'll be able to ask questions during the summit. There's a chat where you can put in your questions. And then every day, I'm coming back here live to talk about what we talked about the day before and what you're going to see that evening. So if you all think that Wednesdays are my only days, next week, I'm going to be up on this joint every day at noon Eastern. And so if you are thinking, oh, I missed it last night, what was it they talked about? Just come on to one of our live channels every day around noon Eastern, which is 9 Pacific and 11 Central. And you can catch up. You can ask me some questions, get some more details. But I would love to see you guys engaged in the chat, especially the African ancestry family, because people don't know. You know, they've taken the other test and they think they got it. They don't even understand the power of what we have, those of us who know where we're from specifically. And so I know you all represent. I don't even have to ask. I know that you're there. Shout out to PC Hawa, who's having the, let me make sure I say it right, the Diafrican reunion. She's having the Diafrican reunion in Charlotte, June 2021. So you guys make sure you put that on your calendar too. She's doing amazing work on behalf of all of us as people of African descent. Yes, Ebony, thank you. Purple is the color of royalty, and we are definitely kings and queens up in here. Victoria said the last session, that's the one you're most interested in. I get that. I think that that's going to be a very well attended one. Latasha said probably Dr. Kittles. Yeah, I get it. Lala, I said your name wrong earlier. Lala, the spiritual session. See, I can't even choose a favorite because the majority of these people have become my friends over time. And so I'm just excited about sitting down with the ones that I'm going to be moderating. Dr. Kittles, yeah, I see it. Ebony says Ancestry just did another update on DNA results. Hey, more power to them. Okay, all right. Let's see. A future African Ancestry in-person summit will allow African ancestries to meet one another. Yeah, we got sidetracked by the pandemic, but not deterred. We're still going to meet each other, and the summit is a really good way to do that. Okay, let's see. What else do I have? Do I have anything else for you? No, I think that's it. Do you guys have any questions? I've been trying to answer the questions as we go. I'm losing my light here. I don't know what's going on. It's getting darker and darker. But if you guys don't have any questions, I will wrap this up. I really do appreciate your time as always. Please continue to social distance. I don't care what they're saying. Wear your mask. Stay 6 feet apart from folks. Act like this pandemic is real, because this pandemic is real, regardless of what your president is saying. Is it possible to join the Facebook family now? Yes, it is, Karen. So you just need to have your kit ID number, which you may not have if you haven't gotten your kit yet. But as soon as you get your kit ID number, you can go over to the African Ancestry online community and join. You need that. That's like the secret code to get into the cool club. Let's see. You're welcome, Kenneth. Thank you. Thank you, Ebony. Thank you, Cardigan. Matthew says, I did both. Oh, wow. I did both Patriclan and Matriclan tests and unfortunately got European on both. What can you do? So, Matthew, that happens. It happens, but we know you're African. So, Matthew, can you send me a DM because I have something special for you? But also, what I would suggest is that you look at your father's maternal line, your father's maternal line. And so, if your father is living, or if any of his brothers or sisters are living, then you can trace their maternal lineage, and that'll give you the ancestry of your paternal grandmother. If none of them are available, if you have a cousin from an aunt on that side, your cousin can take the matriclan test. But send me a DM and we'll chat about that. Yes, I believe you're blackity black. Let's see. Is there a link to put kit code? What do you mean, Betty, to put your kit code? Are you talking about in the African Ancestry online community? Okay, I have my number. Where do I go again? Okay, so you got to go to Facebook, and on Facebook search African Ancestry online community. Can you put that up for me, Blair? African Ancestry online community on Facebook. When you get there, there will be a series of questions that you have to answer to make sure that you are an African ancestry family member. And one of those questions will be, what is your kit ID number? Your kit ID number is the barcode number that is on your kit envelope. It's on your instruction card or activation card. And well, you would have sent these back, but it's also on your swab envelope. And so that's the code that you're going to need to gain access to the African Ancestry online community. You can get the kit number in Canada. Yes, when your kit arrives, the kit ID number will be on there. And someone asked about being able to buy the bundle in the UK. I thought it was. We have some glitch that we've been trying to figure out on our shopping cart. It is available to people all over the world. And so I'm trying to scroll back through the comments and I'm going to miss it. But if you're still on here and you left me that message about the UK, will you please send me a DM and I will make sure that we notify you as soon as we get that glitch fixed, because we want to have you there and we want you to be in the house and we want you to have what you want to have. And so let's figure out how we can make that happen. All right, let's see. I think I got it all for you. Karen, you're in Canada. Okay, yeah, you're going to get your kit ID number. Thank you. Thank you for rocking with me tonight. I'm looking forward to seeing you all on Monday. I'll be right back here in this very same position at noon, getting you ready for what's coming up at 6 p.m. on Monday, September 21st. Until I see you on Monday, may you be happy, may you be healthy, and may you be whole. Have a very good night.